on YouTube, it's going to be up and running, and you should get a warning when it goes and it says it's live streamed. Okay, so
Sorry about that delay, guys. I think we have it now. We are live streaming.
Wonderful news.
St. Johns County School District Battle of the Books.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Technology is not doing a good job technologying this morning, but hopefully you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me and you're ready. All right, cool beans. Hello and welcome to the 2025 St. Johns County School District Battle of the Books. We're excited to have each of you here to participate and extremely excited to have our teachers, classmates, families, friends, and community members joining us live online. Our 2024 champions are the Pacetti Bay Middle School Wildcats. Let's hear it for the Wildcats. They would love to capture the title again this year. Our teams of voracious readers are eager to flex their brain muscles at this, the most intense and competitive sporting event in the district. If you're joining us online or in person, you're in for a treat. My name is Kim Dixon, and I serve as the Director for Instructional Resources and Media Services, also known as IRMS, for the St. Johns County School District. I'm joined today by an amazing team that has worked hard to bring you our annual Battle of the Books online. This format allows for friends and family across our district, state, nation, and yes, even the world, to join us to cheer on their favorite battle team and send encouragement to the players using our YouTube chat function. We will share your comments and locations throughout the competition today, so please add your location to the chat and a shout out to your team. I'd like to welcome the brains behind today's technology, the people who made it possible to have our competition online, Dr. Diane Lawson and Allison Burble, our applied technology specialists. They're an integral part of our support system and are also responsible for keeping accurate score today. Please say hello, amazing applied technology specialists.
Hi, everyone. Good luck. Good morning, everyone.
Awesome. Working hard to create, gather, and organize the battle questions, all while supporting the efforts of our team of renowned media specialists. Please welcome Mrs. Amelia Zakowski, Specialist for Instructional Media. She's worked tirelessly to gather the questions and answers for this year's battle and ensured their accuracy. Hi, Ms. Z.
Good morning, all you fabulous Battle of the Books.
The rest of our team is also here, rooting for all the teams, of course, and helping out when called upon. We're grateful for Ms. Tamara Ivano Lane, Ms. Jada Massey, Mr. Michael Israel, and Ms. Erica Jackson Desmore. I can't say enough about how hard this entire team works and how grateful I am for the important work they do for St. Johns County School District employees and students. IRMS, you make this happen. Kudos. Before I turn this over to the specialist, I want to say how inspired I am by the student readers, media specialists, teachers, team sponsors, and caregivers. Your dedication to reading and commitment to your teams are both truly inspirational. Good luck today. Finally, I want to acknowledge the tremendous support we receive from our district leaders. The St. Johns County School Board members, Mr. Forson, our superintendent, and the leadership team from our district offices send all their well wishes for an excellent competition today. Let's get ready to battle! Over to you, Ms. Z. Please introduce our team.
Hello, all you fabulous Battle of the Books teams. Today we have our middle school teams battling it out in our Battle of the Books. Today we're going to introduce our Battle of the Books teams and sponsors. Let's kick it off. Fruit Cove Middle School Jets. Miss Jager, please introduce your team.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Jager. I'm the media specialist at Fruit Cove. My team, Captain Shreya Muddle, Arav, Naomi, Teju, and Emily. Cheer.
Go!
Fabulous job. Freedom Crossing Academy Falcons, led by Mrs. Schroeder. Please introduce your team.
Good morning. It is my pleasure to introduce our fabulous Falcon Book Club. We have Nisha, Tanisha, and Viva. And we want to remind us all to take flight and break barriers.
Go Falcons!
Fabulous job. Landrum Middle School Lions, led by Mr. Lambert. Please introduce your team.
Hello. So we're going to start our introductions with our captain, Emmy. She's an 8th grader, and after today, she will have competed in all 3 middle school Battle of the Books. This is Briley. Briley's a 7th grader. This is Noah. Noah's a 6th grader. This is Ella, 7th grader. Chelsea, 7th grader. And then we have Nathan in the back, 6th grader, and Valencia, a 6th grader. Go Lions!
Go Lions!
Soaring high in the sky, the Valley Ridge Hawks, led by Miss Barnett. Introduce your team.
Hello, I am going to introduce Danielle, our team captain, and I'm going to let her introduce the rest of the team for us.
So we have Aradia and Jesse, and then we have Akil, Riley, and Thomas on this side.
Go Hawks!
Stinging the Stingrays, Gamble Rogers Middle School, led by Mrs. Bohanna. Please introduce your team.
All right, welcome from the Stingrays. We've got Danny, Stella, who's missing a field trip to be here today, Grace, our captain, Emmeline, and Jalen.
Stingers on 3, Stingers on 3. 1, 2, 3, Stingray case!
Awesome dedication. The Murray Middle School Bulldogs, led by Miss Stinson.
Good morning. And our team, we have Catalina, our captain. We have Olivia, Sophia, Elizabeth, Addison, and Zach.
Let's go, Bulldogs!
Ruff, ruff!
Go Dogs. Go ahead, Palm Valley Academy Bobcats. Roar your way in and introduce your team, Miss Crouch. Preach.
Good morning. I would like to introduce our team, which is made up of all 6th graders. So we're going to start on this side.
I'm Embo, Mackenzie, Izzy, Sophia, Nico, Maya, Emma. Go Bobcats! Rock hard!
Awesome sauce. Go ahead, Passetti Bay Wildcats. Led by Miss Goins. Please introduce your team.
Good morning, everyone. These are our amazing Wildcats. Our team captain, Regina. Say hello. Wait. Matthew, Stella, Violet, Emily, and Maddie.
Go P, M, S. Let's
Go.
Hawks!
Nice.
Charging their way, the Patriot Oaks Academy Chargers, led by Miss Hudson. Please introduce your team.
Good morning. All right, here's our team: Alex, Sanjay, Ariella, Lisa, Angelica, Violet, and Sadvik.
1, 2, 3.
POA all the way. Go Chargers!
Wonderful job. Pine Island Academy Dolphins, led by Mrs. Myers. Please introduce your team.
Hi,
Hi, good morning. So we have Luca and Colette, and they're both sixth graders, and they are also missing a field trip to be with us today.
We're so excited to be here. Go Dolphins!
Awesome dedication. Is that coming through the woods? A Yeti? Do I believe? Lakeside Academy. Miss Massetti, please introduce your team for me.
Good morning. We're going to start with our team captain.
Hi, I'm Vivi. Hi, I'm Shada.
Hi, I'm Guy.
I'm Alyssa.
Hey.
I'm Frosty. I'm Mariana. I'm Lucy.
Go
Lakeside!
Sasquatches!
Awesome job. Liberty Pines Academy, Wolverines. Please introduce, or Wolves, please introduce your team led by Mrs. Rice.
Good morning. We have our team captain, Phoenicia, in 8th grade. We have 2 other 8th grade players, Siri and Ria. They were on the winning team from last school year. We have 2 7th grade players, Ashwaja and Arjun. And we have our 2 alternates, Kylie and Abigail, in 8th grade.
LPA!
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 Go!
Yeah!
Wonderful job. Sebastian Middle School Eagles. Soaring High, led by Miss Barnard. Please introduce your team.
Okay, this is Miss Barnard. Hello, hi. Can everybody hear me?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Miss Bernard. I'm introducing my team. Our team captain is Charlie. Charlie over here, he's been on the team since it was in the 6th grade. There's also Cole, who's also an 8th grader, who's on the team since 6th grade. We have Hannah in 6th grade, Ari, who is in 6th grade, Ella, who is a 7th grader, and Daniel, who's a 7th grader as well.
3, 2, 1.
F-GAC, Eagle, let's fight!
And last but not least, the Switzerland Point Middle School Raiders, led by Miss Goen. Please introduce your team.
Good morning. Team this year. Kiara is our captain. We have Shreya, AJ, Natalie, and Bree. And then Lily and Gabe are alternates this year. All right, go ahead.
From coast to coast, we're not trying to boast. Yeah!
Go Raiders!
These teams look great. Today, we want to remind you of our Battle of the Books rules. Each team has 5 members participating in today's competition. Alternates may watch but may not participate unless you are the timekeeper to keep track of time during each round. Your team sponsor will read the questions. Teams will discuss and select answers. The answer will be entered in Socrative. All of the book titles are an answer option in Socrative. Should you have a challenge, your team scribe will record the number of the question being challenged. All challenges will be reviewed at the end of the round in the main room. Any questions not answered before time expires will be marked incorrect and may not be challenged or answered after time is called. Scores will be tallied at the end of each round. At the end of the 3rd round, we will announce the winner of the District Battle of the Books, unless there is a tie. In that case, we will enter a single bonus round to find this year's winner. Dr. Lawson?
Hello, teams. Great introductions. You guys are so exciting. We love seeing you all here today. All right, we are ready to get started. Momentarily, I'm going to put each team in their own private breakout room. You'll have a total of 10 minutes for each round, and teams will automatically be recalled to the main room at the end of each round. This 10 minutes gives you a little more than 30 seconds per question. You may exit your breakout room and return to the main room before time is called if your team finishes before the allotted time. When everyone is successfully in their breakout room, I will begin the competition. So remember, you might get to your breakout room and have to wait a minute for that first question to appear. When we start the round, you will be asked to enter your team's name. Remember, your team's name is your school initials in all capital letters, and we need this to be the same for each round of the battle. Please enter your school initials in all capital letters and then click Done. Your first question will appear immediately. Remember, you have 10 minutes to give an answer for each question. All right, I'm going to get ready to send you to the breakout rooms. All right, you should see the breakout room appear. Sponsors, you can go ahead and enter your breakout room. Ms. Sikowski, I'm going to turn it back over to you while I get this battle started.
Okay, while our teams are getting ready, they're going to be going into a breakout room. We're going to be playing some videos for our viewing audience, and we'll be able to see our teams in the main room on our screens, and we should be able to see them momentarily. We'll be able to see them with an icon. It's usually a bicycle, and once this bicycle appears, it'll let us know who is answering questions and in the lead. We won't know which team it is, but we'll be able to check their progress. We'll show some videos that are usually book trailers, and it will give us information about the books that they are reading throughout the year, and the work that they had done. And we'll learn about what was inspiring in some of the books. But right now we're getting those teams back into we're getting them into their breakout room to start the battle. Miss Burball is here with me.
Hi. Yeah,
Thank
Ms.
you.
Zukoski, we have a lot of people watching online, and we've already
thank
had
you.
lots of people cheering our teams on, making those comments in the YouTube chat. So keep letting us know where you're cheering from, what school you're cheering for, and we'll love to share that information with the teams when they come back to this main room.
Oh, wonderful. So right now what you're seeing is you're seeing our little slideshow of our schools from around the area. And so once we get our battle up and running, we will see our logo for our Socrative battle that we have going on. And here are those icons that I mentioned. They're bicycles, and the bicycles let us know who is kind of pedaling in the lead and taking the tour, the battle of the books. And so we'll be able to see who's pedaling the fastest, and but we will not know the winner until the end when y'all tally those scores up. But the timer is also at the top of the screen for us to see. Our battlers will not see that unless they were, of course, in a big room to see it. So that's kind of why they have a timekeeper, just to give you guys a little bit of information.
Hey, Ms. Zakowski, I do want to point out that each round we're going to use these bicycles, but teams could have a different color for each round. So it's always important. Your team might have been one color this round, but it could be a different color next round. So
yeah,
it's very exciting because we never know who it is.
that is correct. So we're seeing that maroon bike has really started off pedaling a little slower, but then shot out right in the lead. And that peach bike in pink or rose color is not that far behind. And so they could get going really fast, and then another bike could catch up really quickly. So you know, you never know what's going to happen in this battle. It's kind of any team's game at the beginning of the battle, and then it could take off in the second round. So we never know what will happen. And while we let them answer those questions, we're going to show some books. So this is the list for this year's books that we had. They had a variety of different books on their list, anywhere from mystery to graphic novel to realistic fiction. And then we have a couple of videos for you guys to watch and kind of enjoy this year's list. So here's one of them, Follow.
Alright guys, so today we have a reading plan lesson.
You got it. Delivery.
Oh, Mom, can you bring it over here? What is this? Oh my goodness! Guys, do you guys know what this is?
No.
These are the copies to my next book, Falling Short. Should I open it?
Yeah.
Alright, let's do this. Let me get some scissors. Guys, wait a minute. What are you guys doing?
We want the books!
Well, I would love to give the books to you guys, but these books are actually they're going to school libraries.
We still want them.
We still want them. We still want them.
Give it to me.
Give it to me.
Guys, I really can't give it to people.
Give it to me.
Oh my goodness. Finally. I lost them. Okay. Time to finally open this book. Here we go. Guys, make sure this doesn't happen to you. Pre-order your copy of Falling Short, available March 15th. Again, don't let this happen to you.
Wow, that maroon bike really took off in this race. So Falling Short is about two best friends that are in 6th grade. One is a basketball player and the other is a academically whiz kid who they're two opposites, but they're very good friends. And so it was one of the reads this year. So hopefully the kids really liked that. We have 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in this challenge. And we can see that the bicycles have all kind of made their way through. So some of the teams are going to start coming back in. I see one team came back in, LPA, and so as we get towards the end of this round, we'll see all the teams come back in. We'll ask them some questions about the book. So LPA, welcome back. Hopefully you felt that the first round was pretty good. If you have any challenges for this round, please just kind of make sure that you have it noted and hold on to it so that we can, ask you guys all at the end. Here's another one. Oh, just kidding. Yeah. I think, how much time do we have left in this round, Dr. Lawson?
We have 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
I think the next one's about 1 minute. It should be, it's the girl in white, I believe. So
all right,
if it's not, we'll just cut it short. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Curry. I'm an author of spooky middle grade novels for Sourcebooks Young Readers, and today I'm really excited to give you a sneak peek and a little introduction to my next novel releasing in September of 2022, The Girl in White. Check out that amazing cover. It's so moody and atmospheric and perfect. So The Girl in White is all about my main character, Mallory Denton, who is 12 years old and living in the fictional East Coast town of Eastport, Massachusetts. So if you kind of want to imagine Salem and Sleepy Hollow mashed together with just like a little dash of Halloween Town, that's kind of what Eastport is like. The residents are really quirky and they are wholeheartedly into holding their reputation as the most cursed town in the United States together. So everything they do has to do with legends, and they live every day like it's Halloween. But Mallory doesn't buy into any of this. She doesn't believe in the legends until she realizes that the nightmares that she's been having about this old woman started when she moved to Eastport. And when she begins seeing the same old woman in real life and other unexplainable, creepy things start happening, Mallory begins to wonder if maybe she's been wrong. And there's more to the Eastport legends than she originally thought. She has to then band together with a couple of her friends to start investigating, sleuthing around, and figuring out, is their most notorious legend, the legend of Sweet Molly, real? And if so, how can Mallory and her friends save the town of Eastport from being utterly demolished, especially when they have their biggest, most popular parade and festival and anniversary celebration coming up? Thank you so much for listening today about The Girl in White. I can't wait for you all to have a chance to read September 6th, 2022.
Ooh, a little mystery story. That gave me chills. Hi guys, welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed The Girl in White and thought it was a great story. So it looks like we have almost all of our teams back into the room. So my teams that have come back in, remember at the end of the round, when all of our teams are back, we'll ask you if you have any challenges once all the teams come back in. So we're just waiting for all of our teams to come back in. Those that are back, just a quick question. How many of you enjoyed The Girl in White? If you did enjoy that story, give me a thumbs up. I see a hand raised. Oh, I see a thumb down. That's fair. Hey, you don't have to like every book. You
Yeah,
read
that's what I
you
love
want.
about these battles is that there's all different types of books. So there's something for everybody. So
Exactly. Yeah, we also saw Falling Short when y'all were in the battle breakout room, and that looked like it was a fiction story about two best friends. So I got some thumbs up. Seems like a lot of teams liked that. And then some said not so much. That's fair. Okay. How many teams? We've almost got all of our teams back. Here they all come.
here they come.
Beautiful
Welcome
job.
back, everyone. Great job on round 1 of our battle. We're going to start tallying up the scores, but before we do that, Ms. Zukoski is going to ask the most important question.
Do we have any challenges for round 1? Okay, I have one hand raised. And I see that someone said we got kicked out before we left the breakout room. And so that could be because the time ran out in the battle, if I'm not mistaken.
Who was that? Ms.
That
Zukoski?
was Sebastian Middle School.
Yeah, if the 10 minutes runs out, you will get kicked out of the quiz prior to well, at the same basically as the breakout room ends. So yeah, if you didn't finish all the questions in that allotted 10 minutes, it will kick you out of the battle quiz. It
Yeah.
does look like we have 2 hands raised right now.
Okay, so let's, I'm gonna get my handy dandy notepad and write some numbers down for challenges. So let's go with the first hand, which was Freedom Crossing. Go ahead and give me your challenge number question.
They want a question 15.
Is that Freedom Crossing or is that Fruit Cove?
Freedom Crossing or is that Fruit Cove?
15.
Freedom
Okay,
Crossing.
15. All right.
15. Okay.
Fruit Cove, give me your number.
You're also 15.
15. Okay. Sebastian.
3.
3. All right. So let's start with number 3, and then we'll go to question 15.
All right, question number 3, Ms. Zukoski. You're going to be looking in New Dragon City, page 340.
Okay, so I have the book right here, New Dragon City, and I'm going to page 340.
And the question is, in which book did a boy feel like his mother harassed him a little too much about his math studies?
Even if she did harass me a little too much about my math studies, I did enroll in the community school she taught at and was currently working my way through 7th grade with Lena and Hugo and the others. It was always easy. Mom was a tough teacher, but I didn't mind that too much. So that's on 340. It's at the top of the page. Okay, so that's number 3 in New Dragon City. That was the answer. Okay. All right. Next.
All right, Ms. Zukowski, question 15 is a work in progress. Page 332.
332. Here's a work in progress by Jarrett Lerner. 332.
Yes.
All righty.
And it says, in which book does a woman and her niece form a 2-person book club?
She actually read because her niece is a big reader, and last summer they formed their own 2-person book club. So it's, you guys can't see it, but it's right here. Oh, in this stanza right here. Okay.
I believe we got all the challenges. I saw Fruit Cove, and I believe it was FCA. They were both question 15. Was that correct?
That's correct. Yep. So that's
And
all
then,
the challenges.
Sebastian was question
3.
3. Okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay. All righty. So I'm going to let them tally the scores unless they're ready. We can ask questions. You guys more time? Or...
I think we are just about ready, but I do want to point out that we have quite a following here on our YouTube live. We have people watching from California. We have people coming watching from Lithuania. Obviously, we have lots of people also from here, right here in St. Augustine. We also have lots of cheers happening out there on our YouTube chat. So we have Go Swiss Point with like the star emoji. That's exciting. We have Go Gamble, Go LPA, SPMS, Go MMS, Murray Middle School, Go Switzerland Point Middle School, with lots of fun party emojis. So lots of people out there cheering you guys on. Congratulations on finishing round 1. And I believe we have those scores ready to show.
Yeah, I also wanted to point out, we had somebody also from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I wonder how they're doing today. And Colombia and Miami watching as well. So thank you all for joining us and for shouting out where you're watching from and shouting out your team. All right, I believe we're ready for those scores from round 1. Let me share my screen. Ms. Zukowski, can you see my screen? It's showing the books.
Yes, that's correct.
Excellent. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please, everyone. We're getting a virtual drum roll, and our results from round 1 are as follows. We have LPA with 15 out of 15, and then we have a couple of, looks like 3 schools have 13 out of 15, and not far behind them, we have 3 schools with 12 out of 15. So these are looking great for the first round. So keep up the great work, teams.
Okay, wonderful job, guys. All right, so we're going to get ready to kick off round 2. Dr. Lawson, are we about ready to start round 2?
I am ready for round 2. Remember, I'm going to send you to those breakout rooms. And then as soon as everyone gets in their breakout room successfully, then I start the actual battle and the questions will show up. So sometimes it takes a little bit for everyone to get in their breakout room, but it's okay. We're going to get you there as quickly as possible. So here we go. I'm opening all breakout rooms right now. All right, teams are getting in there. Ms. Zukowski, I'm going to turn it back over to you so I can get our battle started.
All right. Wow, these are some fabulous readers. as you can see, as these Battle of the Books teams get ready for their next round, we can surely see that these scores show that this group of Battle of the Books teams this year did some hard work, and they had some great sponsors and media specialists and caretakers who are fabulous. Our readers are leaders, and now they're in round 2, and we're going to check out some book trailers as soon as we get our battle for round 2 up and running. This year's list was a great list. We've already seen 2 book trailers that show very different types of books, and it is selected by young readers, and they are independent thinkers. And now, as you can see, where our Battle of the Books readers are, remember the bicycles are not the same team, so you don't know which bike is for which team. They are different each time. So we can see that our orange, all of our bikes are pretty much neck and neck right now. And just because the lime and the peach and the maroon bike are not right next to each other does not mean that they haven't started answering those questions. They just could be reading through them and thinking their process through those questions.
They
So
got
Yeah,
a
they
quick
have
start on
10
this.
minutes. Oh, go ahead, Dr. Lawson.
They got a quick start on this round. They got
Yeah.
right to it.
Mhm.
So
And they're all neck and neck. So we can see that, they all have their own strategies as teams. And so they all work at a different pace in a different way, but they all get to their end in the same way. So,
And I just want to point out they are answering some pretty tough questions about these books. And what is there, 15 books that they're
That's correct.
answering questions about? So we're really impressed with the work that these teams are doing.
Yep. So here is one of the other books that you're going to see that the books came out around 2022. So it's a little bit later, but they've been read over the years. So they go through a selection committee. As I said, the children will select the books. So while our teams are doing great, we're going to see the next book trailer and introduction for Hear Me, which is also on the list, which is a very interesting book. All right, so let's take a look at this. What an interesting story. Well, we're back at our leaderboard and we can see that those neck and neck ties have changed. We've got some bicycles that have pulled ahead. Pretty steady as it goes, though. As you can see, our indigo, silver, and gold are holding tight, but the other bikes are catching up and moving straight ahead. So we will know at the end who those teams are. But as you can see, still anyone's game because we have no idea who is who in this battle. I think it's really interesting when you were talking about who's watching on YouTube. all of the various countries that people are watching from. So that's really interesting to me. And it's also great that they're giving their teams a shout out so the kids can know who's watching them and encouraging them. And then they can go home and watch it with their families if they want to. That's great for them and encouraging as well.
Yeah, we have lots of people sending out cheers and well wishes, and we're excited to share those with the teams when they come back into our main room.
Yeah, that silver bike is doing an impressive job. And remember, every time they get a question right, their bikes pull ahead. So we're able to see who's in the lead that way, but we don't know which team it is that's in the lead. We just know that they are pedaling the right way, answering those questions. So that's pretty impressive. You saw that Liberty Pines got 15 out of 15 questions right that last round. So that means that they pedaled all the way to the very end with their bike. So that could be an indicator, whoever these teams are pedaling, they're pedaling the right way. So we just saw Hear Me, which was a great story about a child learning, our character learning about how to learn how to do things differently. Now we're going to look about how to stay invisible. So here is the book trailer for this. This is also from the list for this year's titles. And when we're going to play this one really quickly before the teams come back in.
Being alone is something Raymond is used to. 12-year-old Raymond Hurley has never had a place to call home. His freewheeling parents moved their family from town to town, and he's living in a trailer in a brand new state when one day they just up and abandon him, all alone with nothing but a duffel bag full of clothes and his reliable pup, Rosie. He is forced to live in the woods behind his middle school. With a fishing pole in hand and survival guide checked out from the library, Raymond scrapes by and doesn't tell anyone his secret. This isn't the first time he's had to rely on himself. However, when winter days gets colder and finding food becomes nearly impossible, Raymond makes new friends, including a curious coyote. Soon, he learns that his fate will depend not just on his wilderness skills, but on the people and animals he chooses to trust. What happens to Raymond? Find out in this 2024-2025 Texas Bluebonnet Award nominee, How to Stay Invisible by Maggie C. Rudd.
Oh, wow. That seems like an interesting book, a sad story, but a story that seems like a story about someone who learned to persevere. Okay, so we have some teams that are coming back from the battle rooms. And that means that we're coming to the end of our second round. It goes fast. Hi, guys. How are you doing? How was the second round? Give me a reaction so I can see how you felt. Use your reaction tools. I see thumbs up. How did you feel? Oh, LPA. Okay. Oh no, FCA, you're got a tear. Dear. Oh dear.
I love that some of our teams have some of their mascots hanging out with them. Gamble Rogers, are all of those stingrays that you guys have?
Yes, they said thumbs up.
Awesome.
Okay, so
LPA has their wolves. Very cool.
So teams, if you wouldn't mind unmuting, sharing some of your favorite books from this year's list. Murray. What were some of your favorite books this year? Can you please share your favorite book for me, BRA?
Oh, Falling Short.
Falling Short, we just saw a book trailer for that. That's about two best friends, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, FCA, would you mind sharing your favorite book this year?
How to Stay Invisible. How to Stay Invisible.
Oh, that we just saw that one. That was about the boy who lived by the school, correct? Yeah. Gamble Rogers, what was your favorite book? How to Stay Invisible. That's the second vote for that book. Okay, Patriot Oaks, could you please share your favorite book?
Go ahead.
All the books. They were equally good.
Oh, wow. That is that's a lot of books to think that's your favorites. That's pretty cool. I am not sure how many teams we have. I think all of our teams are back, correct, Dr. Lawson? Our Miss Burball?
Yes, that is correct. All
Thank
teams
you.
are back. The
Okay.
battle has ended and we are telling the scores.
Well, just
Okay.
round 2 of the battle has ended, right?
I'm
There's
sorry.
still anybody's game.
There's
Um,
one round left, right?
Yeah,
So,
as we're at, yes, Ms. Zukoski has a very important question to
Yeah.
ask us. I always want to jump ahead to who's watching us online, you know.
can't forget the most important question. And the question for the end of this round is, are there any challenges? Welcome back, everybody. Oh, Fruit Cove, what's your challenge?
Question 3 and 5.
No, not
15.
that.
15. I'm sorry.
15. 15.
3 and 15.
15.
Okay, is that your final answer?
3 and 15.
3 and 15.
Okay, just to be clear, you said number 3 and number 15. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Landrum Middle School. Landrum?
I think they got disconnected from audio and they are reconnecting right now.
Okay, PIA.
Challenge number 9.
Number 9, okay.
Go ahead, Landrum.
We'd like to challenge number 15.
Okay, 2 for number 15, okay. All right.
Ms. Zukoski, let me get to the questions.
Hold on, Landrum came back on.
Yeah, that was them at 15.
Yeah, we're back. We were able to say our challenge.
You said 15?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't hear it. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, so we have 3, 9, and 15.
All right, we'll start with number 3. That's going to be Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for the Unbreakable Arts, page 301. Page 301. In which book did a tsunami wave head straight for a girl?
Abyss water surged. A tsunami wave tore through Northingness, heading straight for her. And that is Kelsey Murphy and the Academy for Unbreakable Arts. And it is on page 301. That's question number 3. Okay, so now we're going to go to question number 9.
Question
Whenever
number
we're
9
ready.
is Over and Out,
Okay,
page 69.
okay.
In which book does a girl snuggle with her mom on the couch, who tells her the episode she is watching is the one where the neighbor gets really nosy when the sailor visits?
I find her in the living room watching Today at the Krugers. I settled next to her on the couch and immediately pulls me up to her side. She says, "This is the one where the neighbor gets really nosy when the sailor visits." It's on page 69 and it's Over and Out. Okay. And then the last question is 15.
All right, question number 15 is how to stay invisible. Is that the one that a lot of people were liking?
Yeah.
That's
All
great.
right.
Page 109.
109.
And then it says, in which book were spoonfuls of brown sugar and butter added to sweet potatoes?
Diggs rolled out sweet potatoes in tinfoil and popped them in the oven. He pulled field peas in the freezer and slow cooked them on the stove. When the sweet potatoes were finished, he rolled them, excuse me. Raymond sliced them open, adding pats of butter and spoonfuls of brown sugar. Okay?
I don't see any other hands, Ms. Sikowski, so I think that's all of our challenges.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
And we are working on tallying those scores right now.
Well, they are tallying those scores. I believe that I left off at POA asking them their favorite book. So I'm going to go to Swiss Point. Would you tell me your favorite book, please?
Over now. Kelsey Murphy, yeah. And Over Now.
Over Now and Kelsey Murphy. Okay, great. And then Lakeside Academy. Can you please tell me your favorite book?
Guys, we're on.
Hear Me,
Over Now.
They have so many different favorites.
Yeah. So they're just like Patriot so they said every book is their favorite book, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
I didn't like
Not this.
Sorry.
That was boring.
Okay. Landon, did I hear from you of your favorite book?
No, we haven't. You haven't heard from us yet.
Please share your favorite book.
New Dragon City.
What?
New Dragon City, they said.
Oh, New Dragon City. I heard the city part, but I was like, I think they said that, but I'm not 100% sure. Okie dokie. All right. PIA, would you mind sharing your favorite book for us?
Our favorite book is Adrift, and we had to stay invisible.
Oh, great. So you each had your own favorite. That's wonderful. Okay. All right. If you haven't shared your favorite book, I think are we ready to share our scores now before or nope? Okay, so if you haven't shared your favorite book, raise your hand so I can see who I need to hear from. PVA, would you love to share your favorite book for me? Kelsey. All right. That one seems to be a favorite. Okay, Murray Middle School, can you please share your favorite book for me?
Okay, so we have 3, The Girl
I didn't hear you.
Over and Out, and New Dragon City.
Oh, 3. Okay, that's fair. I like it. Okay, LPA, did you guys share your favorite book for me? Go ahead, share, please. And Adrift, I think is what you said, right?
Adrift.
Yep. So y'all like Adrift, it seems. And Kelsey also is another fan favorite too. So I think what we need to see is what as a group, it seems like we have a variety of books that kind of go. Adrift seems to be popular. Kelsey Kelsey Murphy and the Academy of the Unbreakable is a popular one.
I heard some of The Girl in
Sebastian,
White.
I have, yeah. Sebastian, can you share your favorite? Huh? Kelsey Murphy. Freedom Crossing.
Or how about Fruit Cove?
Sorry, Fruit Cove. That's what I was going for.
Falling Short, Adrift, and Ruby Code.
Oh, right.
I'm impressed with their synchronization on that. That was good.
Pacetti Bay, thank you for raising your hand. Please share your favorite book.
Let's go.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them. You guys are Patriot Oaks, are with that same way. You all like them all. That's pretty cool.
Hey, Miss Zukowski, I know that Miss Burball is working on tallying those scores, but I just wanted to let everyone know that we have 87 people viewing our live stream on YouTube right now. So exciting. If you're viewing on YouTube and you haven't shared with us where you're viewing from, we really want to shout you out. We get people from all over the world, and so we get really excited, and we want to share that. We've got a lot of shout outs going on. Good luck, Raiders. I'm not sure where Miss Burball left off with these. Oh, we just had somebody chat in that they're from Edmond, Oklahoma. Go Murray. Great job, MMS. Good luck. POA. Chargers keep charging. We've got some great shout outs going on here.
I think we are ready to show our scores. Great job, teams. Thank you for everyone who's shouting out our teams and letting us know where you're from. We are excited to see how round 2 turns out.
All right, so we, Miss Burball, can you see my screen right now showing?
I can see it, yes.
Excellent. Teams, we are ready to share those round 2 scores. So if you are ready, will you give me a virtual drum roll, please? We need that drum roll going. Here we go. And the results of round 2 are here. We've got LPA out in the lead again with 14 out of 15 questions, but we've got a few teams right behind them with 13 out of 15. And we've got some 12 out of 15 and then keeping on going. So no matter where you're at, keep going, teams. You guys are amazing. I love hearing which of these books that you love. I did not get a chance to read them all, but I did read The Girl in White, which was really good. So I can't wait to read some more of them after all the battles are done, and maybe I have a little more time. So I love these recommendations. Back over to you, Miss Zukowski.
All right, so we're going to get started on round 3, which is our final round. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to get y'all ready for the next breakout session. Remember, once again, you're going to get 10 minutes to answer these questions. So we will we'll take you to your breakout room. And
all right, we are ready to go.
Are we ready?
We are ready. I'm about to open all the breakout rooms. Thanks, Miss Zukowski.
Our battle of the books teams ready for round 3.
Let's see some excitement.
This is your 3rd round, which is your final round. I don't know.
This might be the 3rd and final round. So
okay. All right, let's go to these breakout rooms.
All right, here we go. I'm sending you to the breakout rooms. Remember, it might take a minute, but I'll get that battle started as soon as everyone is successfully in their breakout rooms.
Good luck, teams.
Here we go. Looks like our teams are getting into their breakout rooms. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Ms. Zukowski, and get this round started.
Wonderful. There they all go. Okay, and they're off and pedaling away for the 3rd round. And once they get up and running in that round, we'll be able to see the leaderboard again. So we saw again that in the 2nd round, LPA took it away. So one can assume that LPA might be taking it away, but you never know because, hey, it's anyone's game still. So while that's happening in the background, we are tallying up those scores feverishly. Miss Burball and Dr. Lawson are working hard. And so, like I said, there's a lot of behind the scene work that's happening. Here is our leaderboard so that you can see what's happening right now. Remember, as our bikes enter the battle, they are different bicycle teams each time. So it's a different team at each round. And the clock is up at the top. So there's 9 minutes and 23 seconds for this battle. This is the third round. There are 3 rounds unless we need a tiebreaker round. And we only have 1 tie-breaking round for our Battle of the Books for middle school. And so there are 15 questions. And when they answer a question correctly, their bike proceeds to the finish line. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch our next book, which is The Mystery of Radcliffe Riddle. And we hope you enjoy this. It is another mystery. So here we go. I know that Tara Saunders is an author favorite. She comes to our schools and comes out and talks with our kids and does some workshops with our students. And so she may be coming today to visit some schools after our SSRYA Battle of the Books. So that's pretty cool. And that green bicycle, that's pretty cool. It is taking off and heading into the lead. Look at it go. It was not there before, but wowza, it is winning and pedaling away. Who would have thunk it? Oh my, oh me.
And we still have more than 5 minutes left more than 6 minutes left in this round. So still anybody's game. You know, some teams take it slow and steady. Some teams like to just go and quick answer those questions. So always impressive to see what these students are doing and all of the hard work that they've done while reading these books. We have lots of people shouting out our teams on YouTube. Thank you so much. We'll be excited to share those shout outs when our teams come back into our main room.
Yes, and like we said before, everyone has a strategy for how they do it. But as you see at the end of each round, we ask them if they have challenges. So we know that they all are thinking hard critically, and we never know, you know, what they're thinking about when they're asking those questions. So here's New Dragon City. Yeah, so that was a cool little book trailer, pretty quick. Our teams have come back in from the last, the third battle round. I hope that was an exciting battle for you, Gamble Rogers. I hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and give me a reaction tool. How did you feel? Your hand is fine. LPA, how was the third battle round? Thumbs up. Okay, They are taking it away, some thumbs up and some cheering. All right. So our third round is wrapping up for some of our teams. Oh, they just gave me a reaction for Gamble Rogers. If you want to give a reaction, you can also give a reaction from the tools in Zoom for me. My friends over at LPA, please feel free to do so. Murray Middle School has made their way back into the main room. And we can see that they are coming back in, VRA as well. How did you feel about the third round, Murray and VRA, with your reaction tool? Go ahead, feel free to share your emotion or emoji. My camera keeps going off. Oh, lovely, a skull. Murray's trying to get there. On how it can this year's list compared to last year's list. Did you like the different genres that were in here? Emotion, like were there more mysteries or more realistic fiction? Go ahead and give me share your thoughts. LPA, share your thoughts. Did you like this year's list better than last year's list? You can unmute, by the way. Love to hear your voices. No? Okay. Swiss Point, did you like this year's list a lot or did you like last year's list better?
Last year's, yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, wow. Oh, me, oh, my. Okay. What was one of the books that the genres that you like? So you had mystery, you had realistic fiction. It looks like you had a graphic novel. What was your favorite genre on this year's list? If you were to, I just threw out a couple of them that I remember seeing. Go ahead and throw it out there for me. What was your favorite genre on this year's list, Sebastian?
The magic one.
No, I'd say
fantasy.
the nonfiction was pretty good.
Fantasy, dude. Also, there's no nonfiction.
No, I'm saying
Fantasy.
sounds like fantasy was
Fantasy.
the one.
Fantasy. And what book was the fantasy book that you liked? Was it the New Dragon City one or?
New Dragon City and Kelsey Murphy. Yeah.
New Dragon City and Kelsey Murphy. Pretty good.
Okay, so the fantasy was a fan favorite for y'all. Okay. Yeah. So give me one more favorite genre and then I have another question that I asked high school too. So go ahead. Can I have a Patriot Oaks, can you please tell me your favorite genre?
Hold on, say it again.
Survival and fantasy. Yeah, survival.
Oh, survival and fantasy. Okay, which book should become a movie? Ooh. Raise your hand or I'll call on a school to answer it. Which book? Oh, Patriot Oaks, your hands went up fast. You know which book you want to turn into a movie. Go ahead.
Adrift.
I couldn't hear you.
Adrift.
I still couldn't hear.
Adrift.
Adrift. Okay. Go ahead and share which book should become a movie, Switzerland Point.
Ruby Code. Ruby Code.
Ruby Code. Sebastian.
New Dragon City.
New Dragon City. Landrum.
Kelsey.
Go ahead.
Kelsey. Ruby Code.
Kelsey Murphy. And then what other one did you say?
Ruby Code.
Ruby Code. Okay. Gamble Rogers.
Hear me and How to Stay Invisible.
How to Stay Invisible and Hear Me. Okay. Freedom Crossing. Which one should become a movie?
Kelsey Murphy.
Kelsey Murphy. VRA, which one should become a movie?
Ruby Code and Falling Short.
Okay, LPA, which one should become a movie? LPA?
Kelsey Murphy, Girl in White. Girl in White.
Ooh, Girl in White would be a good movie. All right, Pacetti Bay, which one should become a movie?
Kelsey Murphy.
Girl in White.
Girl in White and Kelsey Murphy. Kelsey Murphy is winning the game for a movie so far. Okay, Pine Island, which one should become a movie?
Fake.
Fake. Oh, that's the first time I've heard Fake. Ooh, can you please share with me why Fake should become a movie?
I really liked the technological aspect of it, and I feel like it would be really cool to see all like the editing and the way they would portray the characters in the movie.
That'd be cool. Lakeside, go ahead, share which book should become a movie.
Adrift and Over and Out.
Adrift and Over and Out. That's another fan favorite. All right, Freedom Crossing Middle School. What's your movie? Fruit Cove. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
New Dragon City.
New Dragon City. That's third time I've heard for that one. All right. So I think every school shared their book to movie suggestion. So you guys get ready for it and send it to our directors and producers and say, oh, wait, did PVA not share? I'm sorry, PVA. I'm so sorry. I didn't see your emoji. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Over and Out and Kelsey Murphy.
Okay, so here's my task for you. You can either turn one of the books into a movie or make a book trailer for Jim Harbin next year. That's my suggestion for all y'all out there. Or you can, of course, do it on your own as a little project. That'd be fun. But think about that. That's my challenge. I have a challenge for all of you out there. A little cool idea. If you are perhaps a videographer or an inspiring movie maker, turn it into a book trailer like you've been seeing. If you've seen some of them that we've been sharing, that might be cool. And then maybe you can send it to a movie producer and say, look what I did. Of course, ask for permission and do the right things for all the ethical purposes. But hey, what fun would that be? Dr. Lawson and Mrs. Burball, do we have some news on our scores at all for this round? Oh, wait, I forgot to ask the most important thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
I failed my own self. All right, wait a minute. Do we have any challenges for the third round?
Of course. Look at there.
Gamble Rogers, can I have your number for the question?
6 and 11.
6 and 11. All right. And then Lakeside.
9.
FCA.
9, 11, 13.
9, 11, 13. All right, we're going to go in chronological order. We're going to start with 6 and then move our way down to 9, 11, and 13.
Okay, let me get to the questions. All right, we're going to do 6 first. So number 6 is Adrift, page 322.
Here's Adrift. I'm on page 322.
In which book did a girl tell her friend to just act normal as they walked past a lady at the reception desk?
I stared right into Coral's hazel eyes and mouthed, just act normal. She nodded. Okay.
All right, question 9 is how to stay invisible. And that's going to be page 14, Ms. Sikowski.
Okay, page 14. Here's how to stay invisible. You go to page 14. All right, page 14.
In which book had schoolwork always come naturally to a boy and he usually placed in all the advanced classes?
Schoolwork had always come naturally to Raymond and he usually placed in all advanced classes. It's on page 14. You can't see the page because of my display, but it's in the book, How to Stay Invisible.
And then we have question 11. The book is Fake, and the page is 18.
Okay, here is Fake. I'm on page 18.
In which book does a boy wolf down a breakfast in a couple of bites and ask his friend for more? But she says, sorry, the chef doesn't take bulk orders.
He wolfs it in a couple of bites. Thanks. Any more? He looks hopefully at my hands. Sorry, the chef doesn't take bulk orders. Are you coming? A voice floats down from the canopy.
And question number 13 is The Girl in White. And that's going to be 254.
Okay, here is The Girl in White, and I'm on page 254.
And the question is, in which book did 4 kids decide they shouldn't hang around each other too much because people might get suspicious?
Nothing is wrong. I was just thinking it might be a good idea if we don't meet as often. It might look suspicious.
All right, I don't see any other challenges.
All right.
All right.
How are we doing? Are we ready for our scores, or do we need more time, Dr. Lawson and Mrs. Burball?
I believe we are ready.
So my question for our teams is, are our teams ready to see the scores? Are our teams ready to see the scores?
Well, let's get that virtual drum roll, please. Give us our
Okay.
drum roll. And the scores for round 3 are on your screen. We've got some great scores going on. LPA's got a 15, Swiss Point at 14. We've got 3 teams at 13, some 12s. Great work, guys. Great work. We're going to go ahead and get all of those scores tallied for all 3 rounds, and we'll be back with the final results.
So teams, they're going to tally them up. Miss Dixon is also here. And once we get that back up, we'll have our tallies for all 3 rounds. And then we'll have a winner chicken dinner for our Battle of the Books 2025. Are our teams ready to see who our winner for the Battle of the Books is when they get that ready? If you are, go ahead and put an emoji for me so I can see that you're ready. Oh, I got a rocket. Yay. How exciting. Okay, so a heart. How sweet of you. Wonderful news.
Do we want to take some shout outs from the people in the chat on YouTube before we show those results? We've got quite a few people shouting out teams. We've got Grandma Ross from Pennsylvania. We've got another viewer said that they're so glad that kids loved fantasy and that today is Tolkien reading day. Who knew? I sure did not. I do love some Tolkien, but I did not know that. So thanks for sharing, everyone.
You know, I love, Dr. Lawson, that we have people from, California, Lithuania, Mexico, and then we also have someone from our very own Creekside High School watching. So,
yes, I saw that. So
Yes.
exciting. So thanks, Creekside, for supporting those teams. We had somebody else from Mexico chime in. And so we're just really so happy that you all could be with us today and share in this wonderful, amazing Battle of the Books. I think we're ready, Miss Sikowski and Miss Dixon.
All right.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see. But I think I also saw someone from Colombia. I'm not sure if
Yes. Yeah, we
anyone
did
said
mention that
So
earlier. Yeah, one of
mentioned that
our
earlier. So we have
first
almost
viewers.
every continent represented,
amazing.
right? That's pretty awesome. I mean, They're really literally from around the world watching this battle, guys.
Yes. Oh, somebody just chimed in from Connecticut too. So all over the country and all over the world. I think that's one of my most exciting things is to see where all the supporters of all our students are watching us from. So thank you everyone for being here.
Yeah, they left.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we had one team get out, so let me get them back in before we share results. Sorry, Swiss Point. Somehow you got kicked out. Oh, we've got some people just chimed in from India.
Wow.
So amazing. Thanks for sharing. Swiss Point, are you back with us? Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up. Excellent. All right, I think we now have all our teams back. And are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Give us a thumbs up if you're ready for those final results. Excellent. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen again. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, I need that virtual drum roll, please. Everybody ready? Here we go. The winner of the 2025 Battle of the Books for Middle School in St. Johns County School District is Liberty Pines Academy.
Yay!
Yay, Liberty Pines.
Congratulations.
Great.
Go
Great work
ahead.
to all the teams. Congratulations, Liberty Pines Academy.
Can you guys bring your team into view so that we can see all of y'all? Thank you to our media specialist, Miss Rice over there. You are all rock stars. Wonderful job. Excellent work. Good job to all of our schools. Fabulous job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we want to show all of our scores too for all of our battles. Nice work. You guys are going to get a banner. You did great work.
So for just 1 minute, are you guys unmuted? Can you just give us a big cheer so that everybody on YouTube can see you on their screen? Excellent.
Miss Dixon?
I just want to say thanks so much and congratulations to Liberty Pines Academy and all the great students at all of the schools who participated today. We're so proud of you for being readers. Reading is my favorite sport, and I think the favorite sport of almost everyone that I know. So congratulations again, and we're so happy. We didn't have a repeat winner, but do you think Liberty Pines might repeat next year? Let's see. Liberty Pines, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll try, but we have great teams that'll be right there competing with them for, again, the most strenuous sporting event in all of St. Johns County, and I would say perhaps the world. Congratulations, everybody. We're so glad you joined us. Thanks so much, and thanks for supporting our students.
Wonderful work. We're going to show the scores for all of the rounds on the screen right now. So here are all the rounds for all of the scores. Thank you everyone who was joining us today. We hope that you had a fabulous battle. Thank you to all of our amazing teams. As you can see, all of the hard work that went in today. And thank you to our St. Johns County School District leadership for supporting us. We hope that you enjoyed today's Battle of the Books. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So we'll leave that up for a second so everybody can see those final results. Great job, everyone.
And next year, our list comes out in April, so be on the lookout for it.
All right, Ms. Sikowski, can we get everybody to unmute and share one final big cheer for everyone who participated and how wonderful today's battle was?
No.
All right, everybody, if you're unmuted, we're gonna 3, 2, 1, and then we're all gonna cheer for Battle of the Books.
Yay!
All right, 3, 2, 1. There you go.
You
All right, have a great day, everyone.
Bye.